Good morning and welcome to the Forex Daily Update, brought to you by Pepperstone on Tuesday the 11th of December 2018. I'm Darren Sinden and you can follow me throughout the day on Twitter by using @DS_Pepperstone. Okay, as ever, let's kick off with a look at the overnight changes and price moves to be aware of. And first of all, I just want to flag the move in sterling, trading down at 125.7350 against the US dollar as cable. It shows us being up on the day, up by 0.12%, but I don't think that move really shows the magnitude of what happened yesterday. And I'm focusing here on the weekly, monthly and yearly moves in the cable rate, and you can see that the pound has declined by 5.57% over the course of the year to date against the dollar, and it fell sharply yesterday during the London session as Theresa May made a momentous announcement to Parliament, and I'll look at that in a bit more detail momentarily. So not a good day for the pound. As far as the Japanese yen was concerned, it made gains, modest gains, but still gaining against the US dollar, trading at 113.11 shortly before we recorded the video. One of the biggest moves on the day came in the Indian rupee. Again, that doesn't really do it justice, but 71.96.90, the Indian rupee trading against US dollar. And we'll look at the reasons behind why there was such volatility in the Indian rupee momentarily. And in terms of dollar index, back above that key 97 level, 97.11, trading shortly before we recorded the video. But once again, it has been higher on the session, so it's off the top, but still above that key 97 level. Okay then, what's on the calendar? Events that may move the markets today. It's a pretty compact calendar today, to be fair, as far as high impact data is concerned. We've already had house price index data for the third quarter out of Australia. That came out at 12:30 a.m. GMT. The number was 1.5%, minus 1.5%, I should say, in line with forecast, though lower than the previous read. Somewhat surprising, perhaps, given the lending data on houses we saw from Australia earlier in the month, but perhaps it's telling us that Australians are buying a dip in domestic property prices. That may be the case. To come this morning then, at 9:30 GMT, we shall have average earnings, including bonuses, for the 3 months to the end of October out of the UK. That'll be accompanied by the unemployment rate for the same period to the end of October, and some further earnings and claimant count data as well from the UK. The claimant count change will be for the month of November, though, rather than October, so note that. So some quite key UK data, however, obviously overshadowed by other events, which we'll come to momentarily. At 10 a.m. GMT then this morning, we shall have the ZEW survey out of Germany, current situation and economic sentiment surveys. This seems to come around very quickly, but it is closely followed, and it is an eye-opener into just how German businesses and those that follow them are feeling about the German economy. And then we take a big break until 19:15 this evening, when we shall hear from the Reserve Bank of New Zealand's Governor Orr in the day's central banker speech. And then we jump forward again, staying in Australasia, to 23:30 for Westpac consumer confidence data for December out of Australia. Okay then, breaking news and comment that's caught my eye overnight. And first of all, UK PM Theresa May has delayed the key Brexit vote in the UK Parliament, was due to take place today, and is to return to Brussels to seek assurances from the EU over the backstop and the Irish border issues that were contained in her deal. Now, there's no guarantee that she'll get anywhere with EU leaders. They seem to have indicated that they are quite happy with the deal they've done, but as she saw it, there was no chance of that particular deal passing in the UK Parliament, so something needs to change, otherwise we find ourselves at an impasse. Meanwhile, the Indian rupee dropped sharply yesterday as the central bank's governor resigned unexpectedly 10 months ahead of his scheduled departure date if he wasn't reappointed, and his departure came amid ongoing disagreements with the Indian government. So it'll be interesting to see who the Modi government attempts to replace the outgoing governor with, and what stance there will be between the bank and the Delhi government ongoing. Meanwhile, trade talks between the US and China got underway yesterday with a phone call between US Treasury Secretary Steve Mnuchin and Chinese Vice Premier Liu. They discussed plans for some talks proper and some of the issues that they would discuss at those talks. So the ball is rolling, and hopefully we can find some movement from both sides on trade tariffs and trade wars. Okay then, time for food for thought and something to take away with you into the trading day and beyond. And why not think about this? Markets hate uncertainty, and yesterday's decision to delay the UK MP's vote on the Brexit deal created just that. Theresa May will try to win concessions from the EU on the question of the Irish border, but there are no guarantees, and it's not clear when a new vote will be held in the UK Parliament if she does return with a change to that deal. And you can see really what the markets thought of that news. The pound selling off very sharply here as that uncertainty unwound, or came into being rather I should say, trading down below 126 for the first time in over a couple of years I believe, and then the UK gilts here in blue trading higher again, pushing on through 124, and really a flight to quality into UK bonds perhaps and out of the UK currency. So it's not a pretty picture overall as far as the UK markets are concerned. Maybe some more stability will return over the coming days, but I wouldn't hold your breath just yet. Okay, please take a moment to read this risk warning. Trading CFDs and foreign exchange on margin can be a risky business. If you're in any doubt about those risks or the suitability of leverage products for you, then please do contact your Pepperstone account representative and do take the time to read this risk warning thoroughly. Thank you very much for your time today.